Welcome to Unlimited Monies Blog, your ultimate destination for everything related to app development, website blog tips, tech tutorials, business strategies, and making money online. If you're ready to dive into the world of digital entrepreneurship and unlock unlimited potential, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's content, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends who share your passion for technology and online business. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Remember, your feedback helps us grow and improve, so don't hesitate to reach out. You can also comment in the description. Now, let's get started and turn your dreams into reality. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to Unlimited Monies Blog. In this video, I want to go through the explanation of Sketchware blocks. Those blocks that are in Sketchware, people are like, they are into Sketchware, they want to build up, they want to make uses of those blocks, but they are unable to understand how they works. Let me navigate to my let me start with on create, but before I go there, let me add some events, some few elements in my Sketchware so I can make use of it in the block, so you understand. I don't want to make much of, I can only go through with one linear. I have only one linear and one text view, like text view. You can see this is text view. I can say explanation of Sketchware blocks. Remember, this is text view 1, as you can see. It here, if you focus it here, is text view 1, and I have another view here, only this one known as linear 1. So I don't want to take much of things here to use. I want to use these two blocks or these two views to use for the explanation of those blocks. So let me navigate to my event tab, because already before you are into this stage, you already know about Sketchware, the navigation of Sketchware, some things you need to know. So here is event. Whatever thing we mean by event is where logics move it, where we run the logics. Event is not only for on create, event is for also views, it's for components, it's for drawers, it's for more block and much more. Even activity, as you can see already, is on activity as events, because we run blocks in this particular place. So when we talk about events, it means the code, in short, block codes, the logics, the commandments you want to make to this particular thing known as view. Once we do something here, once we have let me say we have done something here as view, you see what we know by view is all this text view. This linear entirely is one of the view. So when we have run our design, the UI is here. So we are moving to the event to run the logics, to make the code like you want to like, let me say, event is something like you sit down and program something, like you make a list of what you want to do. You understand? So then the list of what you want to do is like view. I believe you understand now. It's like view. Yes, the user interface, like UI. You have write down those things, you wrote down those things you want to do. After that, you want to take an event of those things. You say, okay, number one list, I say I want to go to markets. That's where the events comes in. Event means you have something in this view that you wanted to do, which is this text view. You say this text view now is black, as in default is black. Then you want to say, oh, I'm supposed to make this text view to show whites. I believe you understand it. To show whites when this app I'm building now when I finish the programming of this app, it will show white instead of this black. Then now this text view that you are putting here is view, just like making a list. So after that, you get back to your list and say, oh, this list was to go to the market. You now move to the event because of the list one say go to the market. That's the event. The event means it take place. Understand now? Let it take place, take action. You now move to the event. When you move to the event means you go outside and you enter into the market if you wish to. So the same thing is that you want to make that text view to be white, you move to an event, either on create, because this on create means once the app open, once the app is, the activity is created, is open, on activity creates. So once you open it, you have opened it, the explanation of the blocks will start here. So I'm bringing in some things for you to understand. So when you open here, you say, oh, I want to make that text to be white. You rush to here. These are the blocks. Here are the what we know by blocks fab. Once you click here means you want to get blocks, those blocks. We have blocks. So from there you go to the text view and add it and select the white. That means you have made an event to that particular view. You have made an event to that particular number one list in your to-do lists. If you have a to-do list, number one is to go to the market, number one is cook in the house, number one is taking your bets, number one was to go to let me say gymming. So you now open your to-do list. You are supposed to do gymming as number one in my list. You have to go to the gymming ground, start your gymming to the time that you schedule for yourself. You come back, come to the list and change that you have done that one. That thing has the event has taken place. I believe you understand it. So in this video, I only try to explain the meaning of that particular area before we come in, so that you understand what we are coming here to do. Yes, because you know, say, this thing is event, this is in a component. We have events, we have event, we have view, we have components. If you still want me to explain the other tab, which is components, the whole thing in components, that is where I need your comments in the comment section. You like this video, share this video. You can join me on my Telegram channel with whatever question you want to ask. I'm always available to respond. Even it may take time, it may be fast as you think or as you want. It may be a little waste of time because I have many other things, many other platforms that I'm attending to people. Where I only recommend you to Telegram, which that means I will be able to attend to you as fast as I can. Okay, if this video will not cover all the blocks that are in Sketchware, some of these blocks that you are seeing around here while I'm rolling are not from Sketchware. We call those blocks custom blocks. So I will not go down to custom blocks, because if I may to go down to custom blocks, you may be a kind of those kind of blocks, you don't have it, and I'm explaining it does not make any sense to you. I believe you understand, because what you don't have I explain. You're like, what am I to listen to this kind of explanation, because I don't have the block already. The basic thing is to explain the blocks that are in Sketchware. Once you know the meaning, the uses of those blocks that are in Sketchware, you can manage that one to understand the meaning, the uses of how those others of the custom blocks works. Some of these custom blocks is from this Sketchware default blocks. So I want to start with variable. We can see this block here called variable. Now you see, because of why do we have these two variable here? You may ask yourself, why do we have two variable? The variable is that because we have one here. This one means linear layout, which is linear one. Remember, we have linear one and we have text view one. As you can see it here, it says text view. Text view is the text view itself. If you have up to 3 text view, it will show here text view 1, text view 2. If you have more than one linear, it will show linear 1, linear 2. But this particular area will still show layout. This one will still show text view. It will not add any number to that side, because this is view. As you can see in this particular tab, it means the 8, like something like title of a particular section. Views. If you talk about this one, block, it means if we have made something like block, you will have something under this block here. Though I will still show you why we have it, though you know it, but this is that you want to know how they works. For example, now I want to start with this view, because this view known as file label. Yes, I can say it in that way. All these things knows as file label, but in their shapes, the shape is in form of string shape. They add string shape. If you see this kind of shape, is a shape that you want to make something like custom file label. Add custom file label. If you add custom file label will give you this kind of nature in your custom file label. Variable like this give you. Let me show you an example how to make this use of this particular block. Sometimes you have been seeing this thing a lot, because if you have a lot of views, I don't mean viewers, views, because in Sketchware those things that we drag and drop is known as view, because something that people will see. The user interface designer is that thing. So if you have more of those things, if you drag them more, you will be getting those things here, a lot of it. Even if it's 500, you will have something like this in your view under your variable. You will see it's variable up to 500 also. So if you want to make use of this thing, now we want to say, let me start from there. Under there, since this thing is view, we are going to view. I believe you understand now. Since this thing is view, so if you want to make use of all these things, we are moving to view. First of all, I'm going there because this thing is there. How to use it, where you can put this thing at the enter, and I will show you an example where this thing need to be going through view before you can make use of it. Okay, now let's open our view. I'm opening my view now. In my view, I want to say, okay, let me take something that will make a quick event that you understand. If I may to do it, something that will make you so quickly understand what I am doing. Let me use something like color. Okay, now remember we have two things here. We have okay, let me not go straight to text view, because you may say already there is text to be that's why it will work. Let me just do something like view. Okay, set background color. Yes, you know this is view. As you can see, its name is known as view. Here is what we talk about color, which we want to set. If you read the note of this text, this view, it says view set background color to a particular color. Okay, now what is this view? I believe you understand it now, because if you come back to our variable is known as view. In our variable, first of all, we have view in our variable. In our variable, we have views. That views is linear 1 and text view 1. Like I show you that in my first, before I came to this area, I drag in the linear 1 and text view 1. I only drag in that two views. That's why we have it there. Well, that's why we have them here. Okay, now as you can see, we have it there. Now in this language, in this commandment of here, it says that the statement says view set background color to particular color. Then yourself the question is, what is this view? What is this view? How can we make this view to say which view do we want to set the background color? That is where this variable comes in. Understand that? Sometimes I want to show something. Sometimes you don't want to waste time. Some people click here. When you click here, you get the view. When you click, you see we have the two view, the same view that we have in our view block, the same variable, the same thing is here. Linear 1, linear 2. This linear 1 and text view 1. This linear 1 is also linear layout. This text view 1 is also text view. So if you come to this area, either if you choose here, it will still select that particular view, it will still work. But if you want to like be assured, or you want to like, you don't want to make mistake to touch something like, or you don't want to, because if you touch it like this, for example, now you touch it like this, if you have up to 500 views in that particular interface, I believe you understand what I mean. The interface means that the screen of your design in your Sketchware, like it used to show phone screen. while you are designing your, or you are trying to design your user interface of your application. So those things now, it will be a kind of line of, you'll be scrolling to look for those things. So sometimes you don't want to waste your time scroll. That's when you will come to variable. From variable you come down to view, you just drag in. As you can see, I want to say let this text view one, as you can see it here, it say text view one, set background color to a particular color. What is that text view? I have already selected the text view here, but I want to make it to be sure. I want to be sure. You understand? Then I have text view. This is the text view, and this is the text view that I have already moved. So I now move this text view to this particular place. See, it has shown black. I believe you see it now. It has shown black. Okay, at DB now, I don't want to put it here. I want to take it to this place. It will not show black. If I may like to take this thing to here, it will not show. It will not take any effect. It will not enter there because that area is color. It's not view. That area is color. It is not view. For example, let's just see. You take it to this place, see, it does not take any effect, it does not accept that area. So that is the use of view, because this thing is view under this view. Understand? So if you see that in view under that view, it means that anywhere that you known as that is known as view, this particular thing can accept. Okay, for example, now let's just create another variable. I want to create another variable so that you understand what I mean. Variable is the add variable. I add the variable. The variable don't want to go to this boolean, number, string, and map. I only want to take string. This is string. As you can see here, string. I want to take that string. Let me say string is view. Okay, let me just do something like view. I have added string. You can see we have string here. You see the string shape and this view shape, they are the same. That means if I take this view shape to here, it accepts. But let's take this string shape to here, it does not accept. Do you know why? Because this string is safe. It is not something like custom string. It does not recommend as view. That's why the view can never enter there. So sometimes you want to make you want to write a string block to be a view. You want to fix it there, it will not enter. Either if you want to make use of this view to enter, to take place, maybe you have already added what we call custom view. This custom view now, you have added the custom view, then you want to make use of it. If it does not enter by drag and drop, you need to click this drop down menu. Sometimes it works, it does not. Sometimes if you don't know how to set it, it will not work. Click this drop down menu. When you click on this code editor. You click on the code editor. Then you type the exactly name of that view. Like what we have in our string is view. You put view. You save. Once you save, you type here view and you click save. Once you save, you see we have it, the same thing here. But this block can never enter here. This particular block can never enter because it is string. It is not view variable. This one is string variable. Okay, now let us do what I wanted to do. Now I have dragged in the string. You see, I have added string. So that string now is block. It is not view. We have string here. Now we have string. We have block. And we have what we call view. Now in this particular thing, we now take the all three things that are here. But why are they not working? Because they are infallible. They're supposed to work. They're supposed to accept each other. That's number one question you need to ask yourself. Because this thing is under fallible, it's supposed to work with each other. This command, there are conditions why they are not working with with each other. Let me show you. Now we are in this particular area. This is block. This is block itself. This is block also itself. But this block is view block. Why this block known as string block? I believe you understand it. Fallible block, not string. variable block. This one is view block. Why do I call it variable block, if you want to ask? Because we find this block under variable and we find the other blue block under view. And I believe you understand it now. Okay, now we want to say, let us take this view here, this view here that only accepts here. It does not accept this particular one. You see, if you want to drag in this, let's say it's supposed to accept something like this because it has the same shape, the same drop down, the same like shape, even this one and the other one, they are like the same thing. Okay, now but they're supposed to accept. If I may to drag this one in here, if I want to drag this one here, you see it does not take any effect. But if you take it to this side, it take effect because this is view block and this is what variable. This is yes, variable block. This is variable block. This is view, not view block, view string. I can say string. Yes, it is a form of string, variable, string variable. Okay, now say, why does this one, can this view itself enter variable another time? This is view variable, view string, and this is a space here that's supposed to say if this block can enter here. Not because it has been created from this one, even if it's another one, it can still enter because this is string. You see, it has something black. That black means it can enter, it's able to enter there. It accepts it can enter. I believe you understand it now. Okay, now I will still explain the use of this kind of string, something like this. It may be in this video as we are going further, or in another video. So if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I have this long journey to run with you. It's a very interesting journey. I believe you love this journey. So you click the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, like this video, you share it with those of your colleagues that are new to Sketchware. They are almost, many of them started Sketchware with you. They are going back, they are giving up. Because of what? Not because Sketchware is a kind of tire place. Sketchware is #1 machine area to create strong application and publish on any app stores. Make your money with AdMob or kind of any monetization platform. But the problem is that when they are trying to make use of blocks, it's always giving them errors. Too hard for them to make use of those blocks, but they are very good in user interface design. When they want to design that block, they will design, put color, bring everything, put them in order. But when it comes to events, to run logics, problem. But share this video to them, reach them, call them. There's somebody that is trying to renew their knowledge, to revive. I want to revive them. I believe with this video, before the end of this episode, because the episode will be a much, because we have a lot of Sketchware blocks here, so we cannot use one video to cover the whole thing. Though I can still make use of the video to cover, but it will be too long. And it's something that once you can learn 3 things, that 3 things can be retained in your brain, I believe. So not by explaining everything here, rush to explain the whole thing, cover the whole video. At the end, you could not even get one for yourself. So that's why I will be taking one after the other. Even if it is 5 blocks I can explain for each video, or in each video is okay. You can have that 5 video in your brain and you know the use of and the meaning of it. Is good. You move to the next video and watch. So the video is coming in episode form, so you'll be coming once I drop the video. Turn on the notification bell, so once I drop the video, another one, you will be the one also to participate and motivate yourself by knowing all these blocks uses. Now let's go back to our video, to our tutorial. Like I said, this view can enter here, this view cannot enter here. This view now, they are almost the same shape. Let me just keep it like this. Let me keep it, because as you can see, it has the same shape, nothing higher, nothing less, nothing bigger, nothing small, almost the same shape, everything. Apart from that, this one is longer than this one. As you can see, they are longer than, well, that is a problem. Yes, I can say that is a problem. I will still give you an example. Let me move it to this way. you see what we call add custom block here. I want to make a block that will be longer like this. I believe you understand it now. Okay, so that you see if it will enter here. I believe you understand now, because maybe because this thing is too shorter, it's shorter than this one, that's why it does not enter here. Well, I can say no, because this one is string, this one is view. Okay, let us go to add custom block. I can make it public, I can leave it as I want. Then this one I will say text. Okay, just let me just say text view. Text view. What is the name of the text view? I can say view, like I did in the other one. Okay, why did you show this name? Because I already have view in that string that I created, so the name can never be two at the same time. So let me add something like view one. I believe you understand what is the meaning of here. So the last one you can leave it's optional. Okay, as you can see now, let us move down to you see I have the view. Yes, this is a custom fileable. I believe this is the same view. It's almost longer like them. It's now longer, almost a little, because the name is not too long. That's why it's a little long to be like them. Okay, now let's take this view to here. You see it has accept. Do you know why it accept? Because first of all, I declare this block as view. That's text view. Even if I write something like image view, I write something like linear layout, I write something like linear tab layout, all those things, because already I declare. This means that I have dedicated this view as this block as view. It is not this name that make it to enter there. This first view here. So sometimes you have a block view that you want to indicate, so you can just go to the custom view, goes to the add custom fileable here, and make that block name indicate if that block is text view or image view or music, whatever, video view. Write it here first of all before you make the name. Indicate the name, like you want to change the name of this view to a particular view which is custom. So you now say this text view is this is also view. That means that this text view name known as view, like this text view is known as view 1, so that when you want to recommend that name view 1 from in another place, it will be able to recognize that particular view. So if I take it to this place and I see it as it, because I have dedicated it or make it register it as view. So now, but this thing will not work because there's no way I want to make use of this view 1. There's no view 1 in our block, like in our view in other side, except I change the ID of that view to make it view 1. It will work. Now you wanted to move it here. Now I want to make use of that block to see if it will work. If I want to say text view 1, remember, okay, let me just take all these things off so you can understand, because like I wanted to explain you, if I take this particular block to this linear, to this if I take this block to this place known as string 2, it will not enter because it is not string, it is view fileable. It's not string fileable. Understand? So let me take all of them off so we make use of that view so you understand. Like I said, this video is quite a long video, but I will not allow it to be too long. Instead of that, I will be making a little by little to make sure you have it interesting. You take something, you learn something from it, you have retained some lesson in this video into your retentive memory. Now I want to rack in the view. Let me remove this custom view. I don't want to make use of this custom view also. Let me remove this string because we are not going to explain that one yet until when it's done. You see, I have removed those things so that we have it like we started, because all those things I use it to explain this particular view so you understand it, and I believe you understand the video very well. Okay, now let me say text view 1. Let me just go with text view 1 before I go to linear. Text view 1, I drag it and put it there. I don't want to select it from here like I said earlier. If I meant to select it, I can click here. It will if I click, I will have them here. They are here. See all the two things here, so I can pick anyone from here, but I want to show you how this one works. If you don't want to make something, you can just come here and drag it, put it here. It will work. It will recommend this view. Now instead of selecting it from the drop down menu, so now say that text view want set background. What is the background? Click the drop down menu to set the background. Yes, you set the background. You say what's the background? Background can be something like, let's just go with blue. Blue. You see, now let us close the app. Want to run the app now. You will run the app. Okay, our app is ready. Want to install the app now. Now open the app. You see, as you can see now, it means that our variable has taken event. I will show you in 2 times what the meaning of that is. Sometimes you are still confusing. You see now, this text view 1 I've changed color to what? I've changed the background color. Don't mean the text color, background color to what? So blue. Okay, now let's go back to our Sketchware. You open the create events. This thing can not only be on create alone. You can do it in other places, wherever you want it to be. Already you know those one. If you still want to know them, comments in the comment section. Say it. You can reach us through the description section. You see the Telegram channel link. You click, you bring in the problem with challenge with screenshots. I always advise you people, come with screenshots. I will not just understand what is going on with your project challenges, but at least if you can prove the screenshots, I'll be able to locate the arrests or address the problem, and I can tell you the solution immediate. So now you see why the text view, you see the language was set background color to this particular color. What is that? This view is what? Text view. And that text view is how many text view? Text view 1. That's why you see that background color shown blue in the background, then still maintain the black color of the text. I believe you understand it now. Okay, what if say we don't want to make use of this block? Can we still have that background color? Yes, we can have it. How can we have it? By clicking on this drop down menu. It says select the widgets. What is the widgets? We have text view, linear layout, which is linear 1, and we have text view, which is text view 1. So we want to still go with text view. You see now it has recommended as text view. That is the view, because the text view is view, one of the view. So it's a view text view 1, set background color to this particular color. What is the color? I don't want to use blue because I do not confuse you. I will use something like let me say teal color. That teal color can go with light teal color, something like this. So let's go back and run our app. Okay, let us update the app. I want to update our app now. It's finished. You open it. As you can see, the text view itself has changed to the light teal color. So that is the use of that particular area in Sketchware. So once you see it, it means part of the string, like yes, part of the view string variable, because instead of writing the string, the value, or selecting from the drop down menu, you can just look for it under the view variable and drag it. Even if I say I want to make the linear layout, I don't want to go into it again, at least because you have understand it. All of them that you have seen here is their view, but not only thing that you see here are view. If you have something like in still variable, because I'm talking under variable, that's why you see I don't want to move down to another one. I'm talking under variable for now. I may move to list, but I'm not yet done with variable because there are many things we need to know in variable before we move down. So even if this video is for variable, no problem, we will still continue the video till we reach what we know as more block. This is the last place of Sketchware blocks, more block. So don't matter that I have delay, I have taken time, because I want you to understand this is like beginner's guides. This is like top like explanation video. Don't mind that you have a lot of applications, you have created apps, you have done this. Sometimes you are finding difficult to know much of these good blocks that are here. So sometimes you'll be going to YouTube to look for add source code directory and paste. Meanwhile, the block code is here, which you can use without custom blocks, without add source code directory. So that's why I'm making this video, for you to understand it. Okay, now the valuable here is that if you have something like view, you have view. If you have view, what if say we used to see something like not only this blue, we have the one that is component, we have the one that is, why do we have it? Let me show you an example. Now, let me go back. We are finished with that one. Now I want to know about another one. Come to these components. I will not explain the components now, but I only show you how to add the component. Add any components, click the circle button. So I will give you the explanation to that component in the next video. So yeah, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. Click and enable the notification bell, so that once we are doing another video of explanation, maybe components or others of the blocks, you also come with us and watch and enjoy the video. So I want to create something like view. We have a lot of view that may take place, not all the views. If you are doing view like intents, all these components you create. So I want to go with maybe intents in short. All these components, I will make explanation to all these components, all of them, in the next video. Videos are much awaiting, so stay with us. Let me say intents. So this intents, now I have made the name intents. Okay, now I'm going back from this component. I'm going back to my events. Remember, I tell you that whatever thing that you are doing here and here, you come here to run the events, to make the logic for that, so that what you are doing here and what you are doing here can have movement. So I open on create event. If you click on this block again, if you click on this particular place, already you know about that. If you click on it, you scroll down from here, from this particular side, you scroll down, you see we have what we call components. Remember, the first one was block, this one was views, and this one is components. So even if you have like 10 components, you will see have a lot of components blocks, components variable in that place. A lot of components. How they are, the much components you add, you add it to your projects, the much variable of the components you have. So now we have this component known as intents. You see, I have dragged into my own. That is the only one component I have, because I have only one component I have created, which is intents. Okay, now since these intents, now they are the same sizes, it's supposed to be view, I believe. I said because they are in the same places, the sizes, the shape, everything. Okay, now let's see if this intent will enter here. This intent does not accept here. You can understand the use of those things now. View and components, they are not the same. So taking component to where view is, it will not work. Taking anything component, even if to this color, it will not work, because view is view, components is components. Okay, now how can we make use of this component? Since this thing does not accept here in view, that means it does not have any function. It's just there. No, it has a lot of function. The same way this view variable work in view variable, the same way component variable work in component block. Let us move. Now in our block section, we have what we call under view. If you can see, you can make a look at it. Under this view, we have the following one known as components. So you click on the component. When you click on the component, this one is not like others. I believe you understand. This one is not like others. I will still explain of these blocks, explain of this variable, because I want to make you to understand the variable pattern. So these blocks now, if you, for example, now you see we have it section by section. All these ones are like component, ordinary components. All these things that you are seeing here, they are like ordinary components. It works sometimes not only to use fileable. It can work. This one are like a kind of default setting to set something in default. So all these ones may, like for example, now you see this kind of one that is like this is supposed to enter here, it does not enter because this is context, this is intent. So before you can make use of that one, you are coming to the section of intent. Like you see in fileable we have block, we have field, and we have components. So here is intent. You see it now because this fileable is intent. So I don't mean of this name. This name can be anything. You can write any name to your fileable, to your components. But normally, what is the component? The component is intent. The same thing here. The component of this particular fileable is linear layout. I believe you understand that. So the first name at the back of here identified where the fileable come from. So if the variable is view, it will not like showing view immediately, but it will show the name of the view, the section of that view. Now I mean this variable is linear 1 from linear layout section. I believe you understand it. So this intent, the name of this intent, I may just write it intent also. But if you can see, the letters of it is different from this one. This one is small, started with small lowercase letters, but this one is upper and lower cases. Now you see the name of this particular one is intent, but it's from intent for this in component. It's component itself. Okay, now you want to say intent. You want to make an intent block. Let me remove others ones so it will not confuse. It will not confuse you. Okay, now we have the intent itself. Okay, now we are coming down to this under our component. We scroll down because it will open like this. You scroll down until you find it intent. If this was not intent, you see there's no other particular components here again, except you add another component. You see the components will follow under here. Each of the components you add, it will follow under here. Okay, now since we have only one component, which is intent, that's why we have it here, intent. As you can see, it has it intent here. So under the intent, anything that you drag it here out here, it will work. It will accept that variable that you are seeing there. Now, but this variable can never work at the front. It will not work here, even this one. The variable is intent itself, which is intent. So it must work with is intent, like here. It will work here because this is intent. This is where the intent is. It will work here. This is where the intent is. But that's the same thing with this linear that you are seeing here. Linear cannot work in the front. Oh, sorry, yes. It only work at the back here because the thing is view. View is at the back, except that the view is at the front. That's where this view can come to the front and work. So the same thing here that you are seeing. So this intent now, if you take it to this front, it does not accept. If you take it to the following one, often these white spaces, it will not accept. But if you take this intent to intent, it will work. Intent to intent, it will work. Intent to intent, it will work. But what if say you don't want to drag the block and use the intent? You can click the drop down menu like we did in other block. You click the drop down menu, you can see we have only one intent. So that's why it only show one intent. So you click on it, select, it will still work. But if the thing is more than one, you don't want to be scrolling up and down, you just go to your fileable and scroll down to the intent and put it in there. So that is how these blocks work in our fileable. Another one I want to show you now is instead our fileable is what we call add fileable, because we have explained the first two things that you will see in block when you have intent and view. Outside adding, that's whatever thing you have in your view, intent and components. Once you have that view and components, you will see them here. But other things you used to see here is when you click in this either this way or this way to create them. So that's where you can have it align with these people. So now what I want to do here is to add fileable. Remember, we are still in fileable class. This video is very interesting In the next video, I want to talk about how to add variable and how to make use of those added variable. So like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. I believe this video, now that we have started this episode, is very interesting. I know I have using this long video to explain one particular code. I'm very sorry for that, but it is for your own good. This is the episode 1. I'm coming back the next time. It will not take a long time. I will drop another episode. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, very important. This one is not by trying to capture you. This one is by when you on it because you want to learn this one thoroughly, so that you will not be late waiting for me until you be refreshing my channel before you see it. Once it's dropped, and YouTube will notify you. You get it and you open it, you watch it while waiting for another episode. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.